Remember, lowly adventurer, remember your oath. You must be a glorious beacon for all who live in despair. Let the light of your courage shine forth. You, lowly adventurer, must remember your words and live by them.
Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of Performance Check. My name is Rob, and today I'm going to be talking about character development in your role-playing game. I hit the light! So what is this character development of which you speak? Well, character development refers to the process of creating a believable character, giving them depth and personality. Now, providing a character depth and personality in a role-playing game, well, you would think that, yeah, totally, that's kind of easy, right? But you will be surprised with the number of players that I have seen play D&D where they roll a dice, they say a number, and we move on to the next turn. And you know what? I don't want to be prejudiced against different playing types. I mean, for some people, they enjoy that. They just want to show up, they want to get out their character sheet, and they want to bash numbers together. And you know what? That's totally cool. However, I'm from the school of role-playing. The school of role-playing, what the hell? What I mean to say is, I enjoy depth of character and story in my role-playing games, personally. If you don't, that's absolutely fine. However, if you feel you want to inject a bit more believability in these fantastical characters that we all love playing, then I have a few ways that you can perhaps go about it. There's a really neat little experience mechanic in the World of Darkness role-playing games. I have played a number of games in the World of Darkness, and as a player, at the end of a session, you are asked by your game master, what did you learn at the end of the session? What was something cool that you did? And you think about it and you're like, what did I learn? What did I do that was cool? And the important thing to do is note, in any game that you're playing, what you learnt in a session. What your character learnt in a session. It's these lessons in life, as human beings, that cause us to develop. And the same is true of our role-playing game characters. So say, for instance, your bold and brave fighter was set on fire by a dragon. Now, that's all very well and good, and perhaps he survived. But what has the fighter learned? He's learned that dragons breathe fire.
Dragons breathe fire.
Perhaps he's now scared of fire. Everyone's scared of dragons, so that doesn't count. It's decisions that you can make like this that give consequences to any session, any adventure that you're on, in D&D or any role-playing game for that matter. I want you to imagine a powerful sorcerer engaged in combat with a deadly chimera. While her fellow party members struggle against it, holding it back, the sorcerer lifts her hand and fires a powerful magic beam into its ugly face. These scorching rays collide into the chimera and it's sent reeling back in pain and aflame. The sorcerer suddenly feels something is wrong. She is a wild magic sorcerer, and this time she's gone too far. There is a rumbling, and then a deafening silence. A wave of energy erupts from the arcane plane and engulfs the sorcerer's friends in a
Fiery inferno.
as the other members of the party scream, trying to pat out the blazes that have erupted across their clothing. The sorcerer looks at her hands. She did this. The sorcerer doesn't have entire control over her abilities, and sometimes it works against her. Now put yourself in that situation. In real life, if there was something that you were able to do that then caused significant harm to your friends or the people around you, would you ever want to do it again? Now, if you think about a sorcerer, they are charisma based. They are so sure of their innate magical abilities. But how interesting is it that those very magical abilities can cause such upset and such pain to those that she loves? We now have this wonderful, charismatic, powerful sorcerer with this layer of self-consciousness. The idea that her powers could decimate her friends in an instant could very well allow her to take pause when considering using them or not. And that is something you can definitely grab hold of as a player. Just like a wild magic sorcerer, all of your player characters' fates are placed on the luck of a die roll. Embrace it. Use it. If you're GMing a game and one of your NPCs are affected by the players in some way, do the very same. Allow them to be affected by the actions caused by the players. It is this reactionary yes and style of playing that will make your player characters interesting, dynamic, and well developed. So I hope you've enjoyed this particular edition of Performance Check. I'm Rob, and if you like this video, perhaps give it a like. If you want to see more like this, perhaps give me a subscribe. Or not, we're all friends here, or are we? Thanks for watching, and I hope that all of your performances are up to standard.